Sorry, but I'll start. Guy,
Okay,
thanks
thanks,
once
Brent.
again. And, I want to discuss the value of having the Corvus Centre available to us. I'm a firm believer that if you want to effectively serve your citizens, you need to understand the importance of recognizing when you don't have the expertise or capacity to deal with certain issues or challenges. And that was the case for us when we looked into accessing funding to the provincial government's wetland replacement program so that we could restore wetland capacity within our municipality. And we knew that it was beyond our capability. And that's when we reached out to the Corvus Centre. So in our initial discussions, we identified the key points. Let's find out where the potential restorable wetland basins are, which landowners or stewards we felt could be potential partners. And of course, the most important one was how to access and navigate Alberta Environment's wetland replacement program. So, and instead of taking the approach of just one and done, like, we'll do one project and that'll be it, Corvus Centre proposed that we create a comprehensive wetland restoration program for our municipality, and it would position us to effectively engage with the provincial wetland replacement program on an ongoing basis. And the project would support the enhancement of wetland function within our municipality. So the first step was to, look at creating a database picture of wetland restoration opportunities. And even with this, there's going to be additional benefit because we can even look at some of the cumulative effects of previous drainage that's impacted our own infrastructure over the years. And then we had to look at communicating and targeting and engaging the appropriate landowners. And then building, our capacity to operate this program on a long-term basis. And with that, it would contribute to the establishment of a restoration economy. So, we could even consider job creation, which would benefit economic development and community development within our municipality. And with that, we were successful in obtaining funding from the Watershed Resilience Restoration Program. And we've commenced with the first phase of the project, which is identifying the restorable wetland basins. And previously, we've utilized Guy's expertise to develop Flagstaff County's conservation easement program. And with that, we have a procedures manual. And we have successfully placed 4 quarters into conservation easements. And it was for a landowner who spent a lifetime enhancing his biodiversity and habitat on his property, and he wanted to protect it. Because he was planning on selling it, and he has sold it, and the easement has been a wonderful tool for that purpose. And with that, we now have the resources in place to offer this option to any of our citizens that want to, go that route. And with it, everything was covered. We had the development of policies, ensuring that it was reflected in our land use documents, and the creation of our bylaws. So, we're really proud of that tool that we currently have. And what I like about working with the Corvus Centre, it's reassuring to know that the Corvus Centre is available to continually assist with all of our conservation endeavors. They're very supportive, knowledgeable, and attentive to detail, and they provide you with the tools and resources so that you are positioned for success, and as well as the ongoing support is there for previous projects. And what would we like the Corvus Centre to consider next? I gave it some thought, and, right now you look at what's happening in rural Alberta, particularly with the agricultural industry. We're seeing larger farms, higher land values, and everybody is looking at increased production. And I think what it is, of course, is, they want to take advantage of high commodity prices. And there's a shift in attitude, because when I started almost 35 years ago, the smaller farms, I don't know if you would say they were more conservationally minded, but nowadays we're seeing more wetland drainage, we're seeing more removal of brush, we're seeing breaking up of marginal areas, and small farms are going by the wayside. And here in our area, we're experiencing depopulation. So when you look at all this, I know that there lies an opportunity. So the public is becoming concerned about some of these issues, and municipalities are starting to look at ways to develop policies that hopefully will strike a balance. And I know that we need to emphasize the importance and value that wetlands and marginal areas bring to society, and the biodiversity that it provides, far exceeds the value of monoculture crop development that's taken its place. So I know that we're going to be seeking assistance to help our municipal leaders understand the value of wetlands and the value of these marginal areas. And then hopefully, you can continue working with local governments to ensure that it's reflected in their strategic plans and other statutory land use documents. And as well, I know that, there are landowners there that are wonderful stewards and maintain habitat. And the other thing is, how can we develop policy or get the provincial level and the federal level of governments involved as how we can reward or incentivize others to keep this habitat? And I know it's going to be a challenge, but that is something that I think is desperately needed out in this part of the world. So once again, thank you, Guy, for the invite. It's been wonderful working with the Corvus Centre, and I know that we look forward to a continued long relationship.